You want to stop and look and then go. Zebra crossing?
He was so slow. No, he was so slow.
Hi guys and welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Amin and today we have Mahwish back for another mock test. So I had testers coming up in a little while, we're not going to say when, but this is mock test number 2. If you guys haven't seen the last mock test, I'm going to pop that up here. That was like a mini mock, start to finish. But today we're going to go again, mock test, go through everything we went through last time. Do you remember the faults from last time?
Yeah.
Are you happy that you... Yeah, we've talked them through already. Okay, so go straight into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Before we start, a quick question about your vehicle. Okay, so could you tell me, how would you check that your brakes are working before starting a journey?
Oh, it shouldn't be hard, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need the engine on to test
Yeah.
this, or
No, I don't know. Yeah.
yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's fine. All right, so whenever you're ready, we're going to start. And as you're driving, I'm going to ask a tell me question whilst you're driving. Throughout the drive, follow the road ahead. Whenever I need you to turn, I will tell you in plenty of time. If I'm not saying anything, just go ahead.
Okay.
If you're not sure, you can ask.
Okay.
I'm going to get you to follow some signs during this, okay?
Okay.
And we'll do sat nav practice next time.
Okay.
All right, Mahwish, when you're ready. It's too hot today. All right, good luck. Drive off when you're ready. And left at the end, please. Unfortunately, Mahwish gets her first serious fault at this junction. She should have completely stopped, but she's rolling up to the end and there was a vehicle approaching. This is a very common serious fault, but really easy to avoid. Simply stop behind the giveaway line, look both ways, looking right, left, right, and then slowly start to emerge forward by peeping and creeping, and only commit when you can fully see the new road. Turn right, please. Mahwish does have a bit of a habit of driving too close to the right when there's parked vehicles on both sides or when she's generally in her lane. You want to try and keep the center of your lane just on your left shoulder, or you can have it in line with your left knee. Now just ahead of us here we have a crossroads where we're on the side road, and I did have to stop the car at this point as Mahwish was not taking care to observe carefully. You want to stop and look and then go. Feet ready?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to put the brake on because look, we can't see anything. It's too risky to go like that. Did you know that junction observation is one of the main reasons people fail their test? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted you to take that seriously. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Back in?
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the road, turn left, please. Okay, so we're going to start the independent part of your driving test now. I'd like you to follow some signs for a little while. Following signs to right slip, please. Yeah? Driving in a 20 miles per hour zone, if you stay in second gear, the revs will be higher and you can hear the engine a lot more. If you go into third gear, you're being fuel efficient, but you won't hear the engine as much, and it's much easier to go over the speed limit if you're not careful. So remember, we're following signs to right slip. So here Mahwish is trying to be fuel efficient by being in third gear, but this is causing her to go over the speed limit. Mahwish enters this roundabout really confidently, but as soon as we enter, it's always a good idea to use your mirrors towards the left in case somebody is using the left only lane to go straight ahead. And you want to signal left as you're leaving the roundabout. Ahead of us we have some roadworks with some traffic lights, but the traffic lights are currently out of order. When this happens, you want to be really cautious, and as you're continuing through, you want to be looking all around as anybody could be approaching from any direction. So even though we're on the main road, you don't want to assume priority, you want to be scanning from right to left and continue through carefully. You could pull in and park up on the left anywhere safe. Now you are allowed to park on this road, but Mahwish was slightly hesitant, so she started signalling left, but she went past this junction that's on the left hand side. You want to make sure to switch your signal off at this point, as that could be very confusing for any vehicles that may be in that new road. Thank you, drive off when you're ready. As we're waiting to move off at this point, there was a learner approaching behind, and Mahwish was not trying to move off in front of them, but she started rolling as they're approaching. You want to make sure to just keep hold of the brake and not move at all if there's anyone approaching, and only move forward when it's safe. As we were approaching this crossing, the pedestrian was hidden in the shade of this tree and then by the tree trunk. But you want to make sure you step off the accelerator and even slow down if you can't see either side of the crossing. Do not continue through at speed, as it's dangerous if a pedestrian does turn up. As we're entering this roundabout, Mahwish does really well to keep to her lane, but again, check the mirrors towards the left in case somebody is straight lining the roundabout to get into this position. Mahwish does check, but she checks quite late. Now we are in the right hand lane to take the exit, but Mahwish is simply checking her mirrors, signalling left at this point and then taking the exit from this position. But as she's leaving, the lanes are now merging. You want to be checking your left mirror at this point, and you can see the red car was trying to overtake us in this position. Now Mahwish did check her mirrors, so it's not a fault, but again, you want to be proactive and be a bit more defensive with your driving. So if somebody is on your left like this, you can deal with them safely. faulty road, Mahwish, don't worry. You're not doing anything wrong, okay? The person behind's just being really silly. Just slow down a little and let them through. I think they're probably still mistaken thinking it's a 40 road because it used to be, but now it's 30. Alright, so now I'd like you to follow some signs towards central London. Mahwish is doing this roundabout really confidently. As she spots the second exit, she's checking her mirrors, signalling left, but you want to make sure to fully commit into that left-hand lane so it's very clear to everyone around you that you are taking the exit. So you want to fully be in the left to exit. We're still following signs to central London. The sign on the left-hand side tells us that you have to be in the right two lanes to go to central London, as the left-hand lane is now coming off. So the normal driving position is currently the middle lane, which is where we're driving. The left-hand lane is not continuing on this carriageway. We can't see ahead of this van, do we? That's not me telling you to overtake, it means drop back. As we continue on this carriageway, there is a new lane being added. You can see this with the green sign on the left-hand side. So you want to make sure you do not continue driving in this lane, because this is no longer the normal driving lane, it is now the overtaking lane when the left-hand lane joins. So you can see here the lane comes in and straightens up, and now there's 3 lanes on the carriageway. So at this point you should be checking your mirrors to the left, signalling left and switching back. You do not want to continue driving in the middle lane, as you will get marked down for position normal driving. Mahwish, do you notice anything at this point?
It's a 40 road.
There's a left lane which is empty. Just start signalling even if you can't move over, because at least they know you're trying to move back. We do this? Pardon?
I don't know.
Oh, they're all going straight.
They're all going straight.
Yeah. Because look, that lorry, he was just behind you, and now he's on the left driving along this road. Everyone in the middle, they shouldn't really be there, because now they're in the overtaking lane unnecessarily. Agreed? Alright, we're going to be taking the exit, just coming off in a little bit. At this point, Mahwish gets a serious fault for her positioning in her lane, as she's driving too close to the right. And you also want to be careful not to pass traffic on the left like this. Even though the vehicle in the middle lane is driving too slow, you do not want to be passing them on the left like this. And at the roundabout, I'd like you to turn right. It's the third exit. You want to make sure you don't get caught out alongside a vehicle like this, especially when you're turning close to a junction like this. Mahwish does really well to pick up really quickly as soon as the traffic lights change, so we were not worried about the large vehicle that's on our left. Continuing round this roundabout, Mahwish is not sticking to her lane, she's simply going for the rightmost lane every time, and had a vehicle been on our left, she would have had a very hard time trying to exit this roundabout. So she's now in the third lane and she's trying to move out towards the first lane. Because the roundabout was empty, we were able to do this safely, but this is not something you want to be doing. You want to be spiraling out gradually throughout. Okay, Mahwish, when it's safe to do so, I'd like you to demonstrate how you would open your window. At least halfway. Yeah, you can close it. I thought this was a 20 road. Traffic lights, turn right, please. Okay, so that's the end of your test. Unfortunately, you didn't pass on this occasion. How was your drive today?
I made 2 mistakes.
Okay.
Well, I think I made 2 mistakes.
Okay. I feel like today's test, you started off thinking, oh, it'll be alright. It's like last test, you thought it was a bit easy. So today, I feel like you were not taking it as seriously like a test, because I feel like the faults are so silly.
Same.
The first one, right as we got to the test centre, it happened within 30 seconds of us driving off. We got to the end of the road where the test centre's on your right, and then there was that, you know, the overgrown shrub. You're going to the end of the road, but you didn't stop, you kept rolling, and then that black car came through. And that black car had to swerve you.
Yeah.
Junction observation straight away. I didn't even say anything at that point.
Yeah.
So silly, like we should be going to a complete halt. You can't see past that bit, expect someone to be there.
Yeah.
Then slowly go forward, making sure it's clear. Had you slowly gone forward and seen him and stopped, that would have been fine. Like it shows that you've stopped, looked, and then gone forward. But whereas you're just rolling, hoping that it's clear, and it wasn't clear.
Yeah.
So a bit more like stricter with yourself with your observation.
Yeah.
The second one was the same fault again, which is where I actually
knew I had to
stopped
stop.
you.
I knew I had to stop, but I just saw there's no cars coming.
But
Which
how
is really
much,
bad, I know.
But how much of that junction can we actually see?
I know, nothing.
Like, if you think about it, somebody could have been driving, you know, like, we're driving around the city now. How many times have you seen those e-scooters or those e-bikes, and how fast do they go?
Yeah.
Right? They don't drive 20 on these roads.
Yeah.
They go fast. They go like 25, 30 even sometimes.
Yeah.
Not that they should, but they do. And they're harder to see. These pillars would hide them.
Yeah.
So you just kind of looking like that and moving forward, don't do it. It's really dangerous.
Yeah.
Plus, on that particular junction where I put the brake on, we could see this bit, but we can't see right behind these cars. So again, we could have had a mobility scooter in the road. We could have even had a car coming along. It's just too risky.
Yeah.
You're on the side road. Just take more care.
Yeah.
Remember, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've said that to Mahwish. Okay, so that was the first thing, junction observation. Just take care, don't be in a rush.
Yeah.
Then we're driving along on the 20 roads. How many times?
No, yeah, I realised.
What was the highest you went up to?
I think it was 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it's just so hard bringing it back.
Third gear. That's what's doing it.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to be fuel efficient, you're using third gear. Third gear is great, but third gear is so easy to speed up with.
Yeah.
So you either need to stay in second to control it, so you can hear it and you can feel when you're pressing down more and you'll be like, oh no, that's over, let me control it. Or just press it very lightly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 20 means 20. It is a test. You can't be going 22 the whole time thinking that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? So speed limits, you need to control the speed. Zebra crossing?
He was so slow. No, he was so slow.
When I stopped, where was he?
Yeah, then he realised that, oh, I should stop, so no, walk faster.
Mahwish, you should have been slowing down.
Okay.
You saw the crossing, you saw the people, you stepped off, but then as you got closer, you just carried on.
Okay.
You should have been stopping.
Yeah.
You can't give these excuses to your examiner. Don't even try it.
No,
Because then that's going to make you look like a worse driver.
I know, but he was slow. He was so busy with his phone call, he didn't realise.
People do that. This is so common. How many times have you done that when you're walking, like texting your friends and then suddenly crossings there, you know you're going to the crossing, you're just kind of making your way and then the cars, what if they don't see you?
No.
You need to be hyper aware of those zebra crossings because that's where pedestrians have priority.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, that red car, he really annoyed me.
Yeah, same. I was actually on the speed limit as well.
You were 26.
I was getting to 30.
You were getting to 30. You were 26, but when we came off of White Hart Roundabout, you did not check your left mirror when the lanes were merging. You did check it before when we were coming off, but you're not checking when we're merging. And he was actually trying to speed up at that point, and he was really annoyed. You just needed to check your mirror earlier, which is going back to my point of you're not checking that left mirror when, you know, you're either moving left or merging. Okay, maybe it wasn't a guy, I don't know, but I'm just thinking.
I think it was.
It's just the way the person was driving. I was thinking they're being really aggressive, and then the way they overtook unnecessarily, and then they're tailing the person in front of you.
Yeah.
So at that point, did you think you were doing something wrong when you first heard the horn go off? Yeah, the speed limit on that section is definitely 30. It used to be 40, which is maybe what the other person thought. But don't let that that affect you.
Yeah.
Just kind of make sure you're driving at the right speed and focus on what you're doing. Keep an eye on them because they started overtaking us a bit in like a really tight little spot, so you might have to slow down just to be able to get them out the road quicker. Yeah. The next roundabout, turning right, third exit to central London, was nice. When we come off the roundabout, beautiful lane, like mirrors and everything, but just really get to the edge. I felt like you were gradually, you know, like coming off of that roundabout.
Yeah.
Get into the left lane fully.
Oh.
You can overtake, but if you feel like you're already driving 37, which you were, you don't need to overtake, you just need to drop back.
Okay.
Because it's a 40 limit at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I know I said, oh, we're a bit close. That was me trying to hint to you, you just need to back off.
Okay.
But if you were going 30 and now we're that close and it's a 40 limit, then overtake.
Okay.
So you have to consider your speed.
Okay.
Then I had to usher you back into the left lane.
For what?
You know when I pointed out that the left lane was empty?
But why did I have to go back in that?
Well, there's a new lane which is going the same way as we are.
Yeah, but I didn't think like that far.
We should be thinking like that because look, that new lane, who's it for? Why is it there?
Yeah.
Everyone from the middle, if they're not overtaking, should move back.
Oh, okay.
So you can't carry on driving in the middle.
Such silly mistakes.
Yes, but look, these are very these are easy, serious faults to avoid.
Yeah.
Yeah? Greenford Roundabout, I didn't love the lane discipline. Great use of mirrors when coming off, but you weren't trying to kind of move down through the roundabout. Again, if the traffic was busy, you would have found that roundabout even harder.
Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about.
The one with the traffic lights, where there was a flyover over the top, there was a bridge above us, right near the end. Yeah. Okay, so from today's mock test, bit summary, junctions.
Yeah.
Stop, look, observe, carefully then emerge.
Yeah.
Check your left mirror more when you're entering roundabouts and merging. Progress on slip roads and making sure you're not too close with traffic in front. Yeah, I think that's about it really. But I think today you needed to be, earlier we were talking about the brake and the accelerator, you need to be a bit firmer on the brake when you're slowing down. Don't be so light with it. Get more control over the brake so you can kind of really scan what's going on. Yeah? What are you thinking?
Such silly mistakes. But I know what I did.
Today's route was more challenging. And I think we haven't driven around this way for ages as well.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I literally thought that in one second, like, oh, I haven't been here in a while.
I did send you those mock test videos to say go over this.
You did.
And if you did, you would have spotted these faults because the other students have made similar faults.
I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Alright guys, that's the end of today's mock test video. Hopefully that has been useful. And I know there's loads more faults in today's test than there is last lesson, but today is a full mock test, and plus you'd rather get the faults in now so that you're making them, you're learning from them, instead of just thinking that you're driving really well and I just take you on easy roads. Yeah? So
I saw someone say on TikTok that she failed all of her mock tests and she did one with you.
Yeah.
And then she passed the actual test.
Is it Plamine? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, she's brilliant.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She did really well. Yeah, she did.
I was watching her TikTok.
Yeah, she's really good. She's actually driving around on her own now. She's doing really well.
Oh, wait.
But this is it. You'd rather fail your mock test, and really identify all of these faults.
Yeah.
And then go to your actual test. It's like, oh, I've done all of this. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah?
Plus, I'm not that really...
No, but take it seriously.
No, I know. No,
take it serious.
No, I am taking it seriously, but I'm not hurt.
Okay. Be hurt.
No.